What the hell is in those bags?
Rabid Weasels.
Oh, it goes crazy!
No, it's that crap from them tanks! That goddamn chemicals! It's all over everything!
Stupid asshole!
Watch your tongue, boy, if you like this job!
Like this job!
My people. Brains.
I mean, I got something to say, you know? What do you think this is all about? You think this is a fucking costume? This is a way of life.
Mister, there's 100 of those things out there.
100?
Here we are, yet again, for another episode of Rabid Weasels with your host Tim Man, and today I've got my buddy back. I've got Christian from Planet CHH. There you go, I said it right.
There you go, dude. I love it.
Yeah,
it's
man.
good to
How
be
are
back.
you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Crazy busy week, but a good week. I'm on the right side of the dirt. There's new Return of the Living Dead stuff coming out. There's video games, 4Ks.
Yeah.
It's a good time to be a fan.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, obviously with this Arrow announcement, which I didn't see coming. I don't know if you, with your contacts, whether you knew about it, but I didn't have a clue.
No, believe it or not. I mean, it's not really a secret because people see that I've become friendly. I wouldn't say we're friends, but I have become friendly with Cliff McMillan.
Yeah.
And I mean, he hints at stuff on the interviews, and he pretty much said that they were doing Texas Chainsaw, the remake and stuff and all that, and they had a lot of stuff coming. But dude, he never mentioned a word about it to me. If he did, it was such a loose hint that I never connected the dots whatsoever. But when I woke up one day and it was a Friday, I think it was last Friday.
Yeah.
And I knew Spawn was going to get announced. I knew In the Mouth of Madness was coming because that got leaked. But all of a sudden, I was like, wait a minute. Return of the Living Dead? So it was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
I didn't have a clue.
It was amazing. It was amazing. So in the UK, as you know, we've had the best thing we've had is Second Sight when it comes to Blu-rays. Anyway, I'm Christian. I am a bit out of the loop. I go as far as Blu-ray. I haven't gone onto the 4K thing yet, but I appreciate it, type of thing. So when this was announced, it was like, oh my god, a 4K. Is this the first UK 4K? I actually don't know. Maybe.
Unless it's some kind of weird little release that I'm not sure about, I think it is. But the beauty is you don't have to get the 4K. They're doing a limited Blu-ray release as well, which still is from a nice restoration.
Yeah.
It should be a little bit of an improvement from your Second Sight for what that's worth. And I love the fact that Arrow does that. Like, they're doing Spawn here, which is a fun little silly movie. I loved it as a kid, and I'm happy to see it. But those CGI effects in that movie look ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, they're doing a Blu-ray version of that as well as 4K. I said, you know what? I'll save $4, whatever the difference is, and I'll get the Blu-ray version. And it might kind of smush all that bad CGI together. So I'm still a Blu-ray person too. So
yeah.
If that's the route you want to go, or anybody listening wants to go, I mean, I love the fact that Arrow is doing a Blu-ray, and it's the same thing, box set and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Like I say, I got the Second Sight, the Steelbook, and I'm not really a Steelbook collector. I'm not even a massive Blu-ray collector. I love my DVDs, same as yourself, a couple of VHSs still. But when this got announced, I was like, oh, because what made this a little bit more special, and I got like pictures of it here, is, of course, you get, you've got this nice, you got the box, you get, looks like a nice booklet, poster, double-sided poster, obviously, as you would do anyway. And the slip. Now, the slip, yeah, weird choice for artwork, I gotta say. I like it, but I don't know.
It's very hit or miss with the audience. I based off of just the comments I got, to me, it honestly seems 70-30 they didn't like it. But I'll tell you what it is for me that I like about it. It looks like a comic book.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Mm. Yeah, in fact, there has been some comic books been released recently, and it's right in the vein of that. 100%, definitely. Yeah, yeah, I'm okay with it. I don't know that original poster art. I mean, I know you get that on the actual cover, and you with Arrow, you get the double sided, of course.
Double-sided.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you're going to have the comic book style on one side and the original poster art on the other. That's a guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be double-sided.
Mm.
You know, it's one of those things, you know, I don't think anybody would have, not a soul would have complained had they done, you know, on the box itself, the original poster. But I think it was a real opportunity too to take some of those foreign posters and kind of simplify them a little bit or do something in that vein. There's one, I believe it's the French one or the Italian one. You'd probably know better than me, but it's the one where it's all these zombies in kind of like this grayish black tone surround,
Yes.
and it's Trish is in the middle. You know, that is some great artwork. I want to say, I think I even have a coaster of it somewhere around here.
I think it's the French version. I'm sure I've got it here.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a coaster of it somewhere, but I can't find it now. Son of a gun.
The beauty about being down where I am is I'm right near my record collection. So is this the one you're talking about?
Let's see it. That's exactly it. Look at those great zombies. I mean, that is such amazing art. You know, that could have been like, you know, they could have done like the original American artwork. Well, I say American. I'm assuming it was the same for y'all too, but like they could have done the, you know, theatrical poster art, and then like a store exclusive could have been that kind of variant.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Oh, dude.
Oh, well, that's actually William Stout drawing.
No kidding.
Yeah, the zombies in the background are William Stout's designs. Remember in the book you've got the different heads and like 6 heads on a page.
You're right.
They've taken that and they've made it into that.
Look how great that Tarman looks on there too.
No.
My God.
Now, there is an uncensored version of this where she doesn't wear the like waistcoat underneath. I've seen it, but I don't know if it's a doctored image or whatever. But yeah, imagine that as your cover. That would have been absolutely astounding.
Yeah, I mean it's very. I think a lot of people were just kind of like, whoa, like everybody was excited when it got announced, because you got to imagine, man, like a lot of people here in the States, you know, we've kind of been gotten spoiled with Return of the Living Dead lately.
Yeah, man.
You know, we got the standard 4K from Scream Factory, which is a solid release. They pretty much have everything you can want on that. And then we got that Walmart Steelbook, which was green with Tarman on it. And then we just got the one with the half corpse.
I love that one.
And I think the movie just sells really, really well still. You know, so, but I think a lot of people, especially in the physical media world, like they really covet that kind of deluxe kind of release for certain movies. And I think a lot of people have been saying like, you know what, like it would be nice to have something with a little more ass to it for Return of the Living Dead. So I think this is scratching the itch for a lot of people, because, you know, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I'm good. But there's also a lot of people that were like, no, finally, like this movie deserves something cool like this. So, but the artwork is, listen, it's not the best I've ever seen, but it is like, dude, they really went for it. Like, it's an odd choice for Arrow. Like, I can't think of anything else that they've done that even remotely looks like this. I mean, it looks like comic book art. So,
you
know.
And hats off to the guy, I've got his name written down here somewhere, who designed it. It's a great piece of art. It's just so contrast to what we know that we're probably finding it a little bit like, ooh, this is a bit different, a bit wild. But no, great artwork by itself. Now, some of the things that the extras on it, which I'm pretty impressed with, obviously 4K restoration of the original negative, UK Blu-ray, UHD Blu-ray presentation in Dolby Vision, original lossless mono track, 5.1 surround audio, all the normal stuff you get. The bits that really surprise me are the audio commentaries. Now, I haven't, my second site's in my loft and I can't go and get it. I don't think there's many commentaries on ours. So I think you guys, like say in the States, you've had decent commentaries on your like Scream Factories and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have had some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
I know we have Dan O'Bannon old ones and things like that on ours. So,
right.
Yeah, like I said, we've been pretty spoiled. We've been taken care of with that.
That's cool. There's 4 commentaries on this one, and one of them, the one I was really happy about, is our buddy Gary Smart.
Gary,
yes.
How awesome is that?
Yeah, Gary Smart and, of course, his buddy Chris Griffiths. Now, these guys, I mean, Gary's, he's been on before. He's a legend. I reached out to him and asked him and said, whoa, what's all this? You kept this under wraps. But there again, obviously, he's not allowed to say. He did say that he has written them an essay to go in that book. He's also given them the first 15 pages of Revenge.
How cool is that? Look, like, seriously, for me, like, I was gonna get this no matter what, because I gotta have it. But
yeah,
I gotta say, when I was reading the stuff about the booklet and Gary's involvement, I was like, you know what? Like, I was happy for him, and I was like, this is so cool. And when I read about the Revenge thing, I was just like, that's fantastic. So that's definitely what I'm the most anticipating. And just for anybody listening, for what it's worth. This is a super technical kind of nerdy thing with these. If anybody asks, like, well, is the 4K from Arrow going to look better from Scream Factory? It's hard to say because I believe they're all taken from the same kind of, scan or negative. It's all taken from the same restoration. But what I've learned from some people that are way nerdier than me about this stuff, and I shouldn't say that. That's kind of what I mean is they're way more intelligent about the technical side. Is that Arrow does their own encoding, and that can really make a difference. Because it seems like Arrow goes out of their way to really do a good job on that. I've had a lot of people tell me that they think that their Arrow version of Zombie Flesh Eaters looks better than ours in America, the Blue Underground one. So, there is a chance for those that are wondering, it could edge out the Scream Factory ones by a little bit,
Well, it'll be interesting to find out. Like I say, I'm not, like you say, there's other people who are, more dedicated to the nitty gritty stuff. I'm a bit like, okay, I'll go with the flow. But yeah, there's going to be, it's exciting. It's exciting times. I love when Return gets released again. I'm a sucker. I was chatting to Liam from my other show today, and he said, how many pressings of Return of the Living Dead on vinyl have you got? And I counted them, and I got 14. God. 14.
Yeah, the best collection, dude. The artwork on those, I go back and watch that video sometimes where you just showed them all off, and I'm just like, God dang, man, I would kill for some of these.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've had.
Does that include the bootlegs or no?
Yeah, I put the bootlegs in. Yeah, a couple of bootlegs.
Yeah,
I know they're not technically real, not real, but not official. But what the hell?
I think if people saw those that haven't seen them, they'd probably say, "Well, those are the coolest looking ones."
Well, the bootlegs are cool because it has the dialogue and it has the trioxin theme, which the other ones don't. So it's it's pretty cool. That bootlegs CD I got recently. That if you can pick one up, I don't know if you can get them over there. I got the I think it's a bootleg. It's the CD of the score. Oh man, it's superb. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, I'm excited. It says here, disc 2, More Brains. Of course, you get the More Brains documentary.
Yep.
All the other things are in it, like Return of the Living Dead in 3 minutes. The Resurrect, filming locations today. What do we get? Horrors, Hallowed Ground, Sean Clark Classic. Party Time, music of Return of the Living Dead, featurette on the film soundtrack. I love that. That. But that's on all of them. That's nothing special. Fun fact, I actually reached out to Steve Pross, who was the main guy in Enigma back in the day. I reached out to him on Twitter when Twitter was Twitter and asked if he'd come on the show because it was like, Enigma, like legendary when it comes to like soundtracks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
and yeah, he just instantly blocked me.
Oh, you told me about that. Like, what the hell is that all about?
I don't know. I don't know. It's strange, eh? He's like,
Don't
"Who's
bother
this?"
me, dude. I'm not interested in
Yeah.
talking about this crap.
Return of the Living Dead. What? Oh no, get rid of that. Quick, off it goes. Yeah, man. Funny story, man. It's funny story. Crazy.
Unblock
But,
him if you're listening.
yeah. Yeah, that was years ago. But yeah, I'm excited, man. It's good. It's all a bit quiet other than that. I don't know what's happening with the new movies. I haven't heard much.
It's
For me, the
almost
camp-
too quiet, right? Like, we haven't
Yeah.
really, like, the last time I posted any sort of video, which is right around the time we talked last time, it's just,
Yeah.
you know, supposedly they're filming that thing right now. The movie that's going to come out, like the Return of the Living Dead movie, it's supposed to come out in December,
isn't it? Yeah.
That's like what, 5 months from? Like, we're getting close,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to go to theaters here. Like the Return of the
That's-
Living Dead, like the one, the real, I say, you know what I mean, like the
snow
Return of
one.
the Living, yeah. So
Yeah.
and the other one I
Yeah.
don't know anything about. I couldn't even tell you. I don't know what they got going on.
I've seen some pictures. They have done some filming. Some people have posted them as zombies, like I'm an extra, blah blah blah. I've seen that happening, and they were filming in the States. I haven't heard anything else apart from that. So yeah,
No.
I don't know. It's all pretty quiet.
Yeah,
It's all good. It's all
we'll
good.
see.
We'll see what happens, man. Unfortunately, somebody I think on my Instagram on Rabid Weasels asked the question: will Deadbeat Dance? No, sorry, not Deadbeat Dance. Will the other song be on it? And no, it's the same again. Same thing.
I don't know if you saw this, but somebody commented on the video that I did about this. James Flower did mention that they tried to get the rights to Dead Can't Dance. I think it is Deadbeat Dance. They said Dead Can't Dance or whatever.
Right.
They tried to get the song by The Dam. Whoever James Flower is, I'm assuming he works at Arrow.
I did see the comment, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just read it for the audience really quick. This is a quote. I can tell you we certainly did try to license the song and had set aside a generous budget in order to do so, but hit a brick wall despite our efforts. For those not aware, in order to license a song for film and television, you need to clear 2 sets of rights, the publishing to the composition and the sync rights to the actual recording. Sometimes those rights are owned by the same company, but more often than not, it's 2 different companies who both require equal terms and payment before separately agreeing to a deal. This is why it's also incredibly difficult to clear music videos as bonus features. Anyway, after tracking down which companies held both sets of rights, one didn't reply to our repeated queries at all, and another said they didn't have the rights, even though they definitely do. Nothing to do with The Damned wanting too much money or hating the film. Just plain old, incredibly frustrating administrative inertia. We'd ask Second Sight how they cleared it, and Chris couldn't remember. So here's the thing I'm wondering, because now people were just saying, well, it's pretty interesting how Second Sight were able to clear it. My money says there's a chance. Now, I'm not accusing anybody of anything, and and listen, I love it if they did this, because it is the most punk rock thing of all time. What if they didn't just clear it and they said, screw it, let's just do it? That's why that Second Sight release, man, that is a collector's item.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Imagine they went guerrilla style and just went, nah, we'll just put it in there.
What are they going to do? Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
we'll deal with it when the time comes.
It'll be sold out by the time anybody says or notices anything.
Yeah, true.
But then again, if you got
out
companies that are saying that they don't even know that they have the rights to it, like who's coming after you anyway? You know?
True.
Again, I'm not accusing Second Sight of doing that, but it would be absolutely hysterical, and I would applaud that.
Punk rock all the way. In aesthetic with the soundtrack itself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Amazing. Love it.
And you know
man.
what? I like that song, but like, thank God it's not like SSQ or TSOL, because like to me it's a best case. Like I'm not saying I don't like the song. I have seen I have myself like 35mm print versions of the movie on Blu-ray,
Nice.
like that have the soundtrack intact. And it's cool for history's purpose. Like, I get it. I love that. But at the same time, guys, we're okay. You
Yeah.
know, with the way it is. Like, just thank God it's not like. Imagine if it was 45 Grave. Like we'd be fucked. We'd be fucked. What do you replace that with? You know.
Exactly. I mean, Young Fast Iranians. What a track!
Oh
Superb.
man,
I
kick
love it,
ass.
man. Yeah, I get a very Misfits feel when I listen to that.
Yeah.
A very, you know, I'm not huge on Misfits. I know you love the Misfits, but yeah, they give me that sort of vibe. Yeah, great stuff.
Man, every time I talk about the soundtrack, I always got to give a shout out to the Jet Black Berries. I love that band. My buddy Lorne got me into them.
Yeah,
and I remember he gave me the rigmarole and all that, and so then I started listening to their previous band, which I guess was New Math. But that band, Jet Black Berries, dude, they have a record called Sundown on Venus, and it's like one of the best fucking, you know, it's like the best psychobilly cowboy punk I've ever heard. It's such a good record.
Nice.
But yeah, and I think that record came out right around the time of Return of the Living Dead 2, so it was like 84. I love the Jet Black Berries. Great band.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's one thing I do, you know, when we do talk together, we always talk about the soundtracks because 1 and 2, there's just gems on both.
Yeah.
Space Hopper, superb.
That's Julian Cope, man. I'm serious. Julian Cope, that record, Saint Julian, is my favorite record of all time. I'm in love with it. I became a huge Julian Cope fan. He's massive over there. I don't know how you aren't you don't know his whole life story. He's like a god over there. Every time I go on the internet and I look him up, he's got like a David Lynch type fan base over there. Like they're obsessed with him. They track everything he does. So I figured when I would talk to anybody that lived over there by you guys, like everybody would know him. But
man,
you know.
I only found out from him through Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. He missed. I don't know why he just missed me. Maybe because I'm a full on metalhead. I don't know.
No, fair enough.
But anyway,
fair enough.
Yeah, it's all good. I'll check him out a bit more because I do love that song. To be fair, it's a great one. It is good, man. It is good. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna get this on Blu-ray, 100%. I want the box set. I want the booklet. I want the stuff that Gary's doing. I want to hear Gary's commentary. I think it's only fair that Gary does a commentary because he's been so involved in Return of the Dead since the beginning, you know.
Yeah.
And he hasn't had that opportunity. I know he's done a couple of books and, you know, and was a part of More Brains, the creation and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think it's fair that Gary and Chris get their fair dues and they get their commentary. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's exciting times. Exciting times. Good, man. Good stuff.
Yep.
So there we go. It's fun to be a Return of the Dead fan, as always. And I couldn't really discuss, you know, physical media without speaking to you first, especially being Return of the Dead. Because, dude, apart from myself, you're the next biggest Return of the Dead fan I know.
And now let's hope that, you know, you guys actually get something with part 2.
Oh, man.
Somebody did say that there is some sort of Blu-ray over there, but I think it was a very small release, and it could be, I don't even know what actual country it was based out of off memory. But I know that you guys over there are starved for part 2, so, you know, let's hope, like, over here, the movie is under Warner Brothers. You know, like my DVD and stuff. I don't know about you, but like all my DVDs and stuff, right? Like and my Blu-rays, they all have the Warner Brothers logo. So they own the movie in the United States. I don't know about overseas.
Yeah.
But, you know, let's hope that you get some sort of a new release. You know, I'll take a 4K. I don't know what the audience would be for a 4K of part 2 in the States or the world, but like Eureka or 101 Films, one of them has to do a Blu-ray for you guys. Like they have to. So,
yeah,
we'll see. Maybe Arrow will try to do it too. So, you know, we'll see. But I hope it does because, you know, I love that movie just as much. So I hope that it gets some traction. It comes back to life again because it's just dormant on Blu-ray and physical media in a big way.
Yeah. So the pressing that you say you're talking about, I do have one. It's a Spanish one.
Spanish.
And it's got a crazy front cover on it. It's got like a tar man coming out of the ground, out of a grave. You know
Very
the one.
cool.
You know the one I mean.
Oh yeah, I think
yeah.
I'm sure I've seen it now that you mention it.
That is the closest we get because obviously you put it on, you have the Spanish audio, so you just change it to the English, and it's there, and it's the best you're gonna get Blu-ray wise in the UK. Yeah,
yep.
It's a great release for what we have. But yeah, do you know what? I think I want Arrow to do 1 like they're doing. I want them to do 2, and why not do 3? Do the trilogy in Arrow style or box sets. Oh,
well, you remember last year somebody found a VHS tape of Part 3 with 6 or 7, might have been even been 8 or 9 minutes of new footage.
Yeah, Chris McGibbon. Yeah, he's been on. We've he's been on actually.
You guys did have him on.
Yeah. We had him on. He had him on. He's got him on like 4 VHS tapes. Is there any update on that you know of? I do. Right. He said, without off memory, he did say that he did reach out to Lionsgate. I think Lionsgate. Is it Lionsgate that owes?
Lionsgate, yeah, the Vestron video.
Vestron, that's it. He reached out to them saying, look, I've got this, and they said, it's not something we're interested in. So
that's a shame.
It's a bit like, well, I've got these here. What do I do with them? You know, if I put them up online, then because he spent quite a bit of money to get these VHS tapes, they weren't cheap. He doesn't want to just put them up and then he wants to at least maybe try. I don't know if he wants to try and get his money back or whatever, but I don't know. He's holding out, hopefully, that Lionsgate or Vestron, whoever, will eventually say, maybe Arrow might, hey, we want to do this, the 4K and the Blu-ray. We need those scenes. They might reach out to him, hopefully.
Oh man, you're gonna make me make a rant video on YouTube and call out Lionsgate, and then maybe it'll go viral. I don't know.
I have seen some of the clips. Chris did show me some of the clips, and it's a little bit more gorier in places.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. There's like when she's putting the glass into her hand, and it's it's more graphic, very like they're keeping on that scene rather than cutting it, because that's the thing with what is it here? It's BBFC. I don't know what it is over there when they cut stuff out.
MPAA.
Right. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. They're very good at like going 3 seconds of this, 4 seconds of that, and then off it goes. But
son of a gun,
he was showing me some scenes and also some dialogue, some extra bits as well when he showed me, because he shared them on the screen with us, and it was like I just couldn't believe I was seeing it. It was like, wow, this is amazing. But
if they told him that they don't care, I swear I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I'll have to reach out to Chris and see if there's any traction. I think somebody asked on a Return of the Living Dead Facebook group, where's this cut of Return of the Living Dead 3? And Chris actually replied with along the lines of, we asked Lionsgate and they're just not interested. Well, they're not interested. It's not something they're looking at right now. I don't know. Don't know if they've got bigger fish to fry, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully.
Son of
one
a
day.
Well, now I'm upset.
Oh, sorry, man. It sucks, man. It sucks.
Yeah.
But but there you go. That's the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. The way it does. But on a positive note, we're getting another 4K of Return of the Living Dead.
That's right. The Gary Smart edition.
Yeah, that's the best. I think that's the best thing. For me, that's definitely the best thing. Also, this is one thing. Do you get this before we finish up? Do you get this on your Screen Factory? Because I don't have the Screen Factory because it doesn't play here. There's deleted scenes from a VHS work print.
Yeah, I think I remember that being on the.
Okay, that's on there. Okay, because that's new to me, because that's not on the second site, so that'll be interesting. For the UK to get at least. So that's.
I'll tell you, Scream Factory. I can't front, like, they did a good job on their releases. I mean, they really scraped everything they could get for theirs.
Yeah.
So I got nothing bad to say about the Scream Factory releases.
They're really good, and they had Graham Humphreys for both artworks for the box sets. The slips. Oh.
He killed part 2.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Killed it.
Yeah.
So,
oh, he's such a nice guy as well. When you meet him, he's small. He's you know, I'm short. I'm 5'4". He's smaller than me. He's like here. He's tiny, but he's a nice
I'll be
dude.
damned.
Yeah, he's a nice dude, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool, man. Well, Christian, thanks for coming on, buddy, and talking Return of the Living Dead and physical media. Couldn't do it without you.
It's my pleasure. I'm glad to be back on.
Yes, my man. And we'll when there's more return news, I'm sure we'll be getting back together and speaking about that.
Perfect.
Yes, we will. So I want to say something to you, and I mean this sincerely. No matter what happens, don't name it after me.
There you go.
Son of a bitch.
Spectacular results, sir. Very close to optimal placement. Well, sir, only 20 square blocks destroyed. Less than 4,000 dead, General. I wouldn't worry about the fires, General. The rain is taking care of that right now. Well, there have been complaints about burning skin, but I shouldn't worry. Minor irritation, General. The rain will wash everything away. That's correct, sir. All should be back to normal by morning. Yes, sir, I understand the President will visit Louisville tomorrow. No, we wouldn't want that to happen, sir. No, sir, this hasn't been very pleasant for anyone. Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Christ, it ain't dying!
I thought you said if we destroyed the brain, it'd die.
It worked in the movie!
Well, it ain't working now, Frank.
You mean the movie line?